What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Underground City podcast. I got Cody here, our regular co-host, and then we got Jake from FTBproductions.
Yes, sir.
If you want to introduce yourself a little bit to everyone.
Music video director. Specialize in like the creativity in music videos. Not so cut and dry, but out of Buffalo, and now I'm kind of like national, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, didn't you just go to Puerto Rico and shit with Dylan?
Yeah, for the last few months I've been in a new city. Puerto Rico, I got to go to Boston at the end of this month, New York City, and LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this your full-time thing now?
Yeah, like this is all I do.
Dude, that's why I'm trying to get this.
Yeah, like this is all I do. I mean, like I'm chasing like $1 million. Like that's my goal. Like if I don't hit $1 million, then like I failed. So
like lyrical lemonade.
Yeah,
like are you gonna
like,
try to like branch off, like make it like a whole thing like that?
Yeah, like I kind of like fuck with Cole Bennett so heavy, dude. Like how he does his, like just how he does his effects and the creativity, and like he makes it like interesting to watch. It's not so cut and dry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's just got a lot of like different effects that you see no one else. Like everyone copies him a lot of times. If you think about it.
Like everyone tries to be Cole Bennett, but like what I've learned from him is like you have to have like your own specific style. Like he has his style, kind of like the cartoony type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my style is kind of like quick cut shots like that, hard,
Yeah.
So it's like almost you're watching the video almost sideways, but there's a lot of movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like the reason I got this whole camera was because I was gonna try to get into his music videos, and
Yeah.
I'm still learning. We're still gonna like do them, but
Right.
it's like it's a lot more that goes into it than you really think. Like
Yeah,
so much.
I mean,
the shots are really fun to take, but then there's so much that goes into editing that people
Right.
don't see.
when I first started, like I was just going out with a camera and like just like shooting it like however I thought I could make it look. And then I realized when I get in the editor, like, dude, like these clips don't work.
Yeah.
So then I started writing like a script system, and like every client now, they get like a whole like 6-page list with a call list, wardrobe. I have people who can do like custom tailored outfits. Like I'm thinking about doing a like a patchy outfit type thing with like patchy backdrops. Like
even got the FTP.
Yeah,
I got
repping the
this.
logo.
These were like a limited time thing. Like some people copped them. They're pretty cool, but
Yeah, those are fire though. Don't you get more merch that you're about to drop too?
yeah, I just designed a couple designs that I thought maybe people would like, but
It's crazy. How long you been doing it? How long did it take you, I guess, to get full time at this, and how long have you been doing it?
Okay, well, I'll just tell you like how it started and everything. So I was in like 7th grade, and I was like in this class. It was called TV production, and like you would go there and they broadcasted the announcement. So the morning news would be on there. It would be like, "What's for lunch?" Blah blah blah, and it had a green screen with a big camera in the front. So I took that as an elective, and like I stopped taking the class for some reason, and then I went through high school and I got out, and I was like, dude, like what do I want to do, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, yo, like I miss editing and shit. Like I was editing myself snowboarding over like the winter and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I miss this. And like my buddy hit me up. His name was Munch. I don't know if you know Munch.
Yeah, I've heard of Munch.
He was like the first person to ever introduce me to it. He's like, yo, you got a camera, so follow me to the studio, yo. He came with fucking Sean Kingston and Warhol.
Really?
Yes, my like first time ever. And I was like,
What?
I look back at it and I'm like, dude, that sucks. Like I wasn't at the level that I'm at now. Yeah, because they were at Niagara University. They were doing a show like a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And like Munch hit up Warhol and he's like, yo, how much for a feature? And he's like, $2,000. So Munch had money, I guess, and he paid him like $2,000. And Warhol came to the studio with Sean Kingston.
Wow.
He like spit on the verse. Like I have raw footage, like I could show you guys. But like Sean Kingston, I'll never forget. He had like a bag of hot Cheetos, and he was sipping lean, and he was just, I'm like, he's just chilling in the studio.
At that point, you were like the fly in the wall trying to learn from everybody. Because
Yeah.
like you definitely, like you said, you were going to say you weren't on that level that
Right.
like you're at now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like but opportunities like that are just what sparks your like inspiration, I feel like a lot of the times.
Like as soon as that happened, I was like, I got to do this shit.
Yeah.
So like, I sat in the studio with Warhol. I was so nervous. I was like shaking that like I had the camera on a tripod and just stayed in one spot because I was afraid to move around. Like, yo, don't move around. It makes the mic crackle or whatever. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of crazy. That kind of sparked it.
Is there any more famous people that you've met because of it?
Not really. I mean, Greco Tax. Like, if you guys ever heard of him.
I'm not. No.
Nah, he's like one of Supreme Petty's people.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like lower though. Like he uses him as like. You ever see those things where they're like, "Yo, follow these accounts to win $500 from me." You know what I mean? He's one of those people.
Oh, really?
Like his lower people.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't Supreme Patty have basically like his own little like Instagram label, basically?
Yeah,
where he
dude.
just puts people on all the time.
When I went to, you ever see those videos where he was like in the bong shop and he would break the bong or whatever?
Yeah.
Yo, I went to that bong shop in LA and that dude actually works there. Like it's not staged or anything.
Oh, really?
I have a picture with him. I'll show you guys. But like, it was fucking crazy, dude.
That's you've had a lot of experiences so far.
I mean, yeah, but like when you go to LA, you just run into them. Like,
yeah,
it's,
LA is probably crazy, bro. Like I
Yeah.
just feel like it's like a lot going on all the time.
I went to Saddle Ranch. I came out and Taylor Holder was like sitting right there. I was just like, "Yo, what's good?" Yeah. Dude.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Did you see the fights last night, dude?
Yeah,
Dude, that
dude,
was
I
insane.
Oh my god, I really
No,
thought.
dude, Austin or
Austin
McBroom, yeah, dude, he shit on Bryce Hall.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
But like honestly, like they were both respectful about it after the fight, so it was
Yeah, I
like,
was actually surprised, but it kind of makes me think it was like fake, kind of for like the money.
yeah, but like Bryce Hall
No.
got fucking $5 million just to step in the
Yeah,
fucking
that's what I
ring,
mean.
and then
That's why he
4%
was
of
smiling.
pay-per-view like money.
After he was just smiling because I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, look at why he's smiling because now he's fucking filthy rich.
Yeah,
Like-
just like
Like
I
don't
would go
care, I
get,
would do that.
I would get my nose busted just to get fucking $5 million, dude.
Yeah, like
My hand chopped off for $5 million.
Nah,
yeah,
not
dude.
all that. I can't do that. But so like, how did you get involved with like Dylan and shit?
okay, so like I've been doing work for this guy named Jer Taker. He's like,
Oh yeah. Want to
He's
know
like-
something crazy about that? Sorry to cut you off.
no,
but
go ahead.
Cody and I like used to hang. I don't know if Jared Taker or even remember that well,
Mhm.
but like Cody and I used to hang out with him for like
Nah, dude. you
like
used to be
all
my
the
childhood
time.
best friend.
Yeah, like all the time we were like 8 to like 10, and then I stopped and Cody kept hanging out with him.
Yeah, that's actually who's I'm going to Boston for. He just paid me for that, but
Austin,
Message. Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
it's been on his story and shit.
yeah, I gotta drive there, so I'm like not too thrilled, but
That's scary driving.
I just gotta drive 6 hours. Usually I fly and I'm there in like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's whatever.
Do you have to drive sometimes all the time, or is it like rare?
This is the first time I've had to drive. Like, this is all kind of like new. Like, I just started going national. Like I said, like for the last like 4 months, I've been in new cities.
Oh really?
Yeah, so it's like, it's crazy.
So did you like have a job that you ended up leaving, or?
Yeah, well, I was an HVAC like van driver.
Oh, dude.
like in West Seneca.
That's a good job.
Yeah, but like it was only like $15 an hour, and like I hated it though because I was working till like midnight, whatever.
Oh,
So,
fuck
like,
that.
Yeah, and like, you know, I wasn't even that great of pay. Like I would come home with like $400 at the end of the week. You know what I mean? Like
It's just it's such a slow climb. Like when you're
Mhm.
just making a full-time paycheck, dude, it's just like, because I live on my own with my girlfriend.
right. Yeah.
And like I work full-time right now until I can eventually make this and my other stuff full-time.
Yeah.
But like, you work so hard for like such a smidgen, and then half of it gets taken away.
That's what I
anyways.
mean. It's like the higher ups are always the one who make the most money.
Exactly.
You know, it's the brains.
And
But-
it, I've always like I heard a quote from some guy, I don't remember his name, but I think I said it before on here. But like they print money faster than we can blink, and
Yeah.
we're like grinding for it for 40 hours
That's
a week.
crazy. Like I don't even believe in the 9 to 5 anymore. Like I did it since I was like 16 years old. Like work. You know what I mean? Like once I got that taste of like, yo, you can just hit somebody up, convince them to buy a video, and then now you have like an extra $600 in your bank account right
Yeah.
then and there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And you're doing what you love.
Right. You know what I mean?
And
but
it's-
it's hit or miss too because like sometimes you won't get work for like
Ever.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you kind of have to spread out what you make, and I mean it's not a lot, but it's enough.
Like yeah, it's just like you got to be your own salesman though. At the end of the day, like
Right.
your face is your business. Like
Mhm.
your brand is your face at the end of the day. And
Uh,
like you got to be a salesman, you got to be a business owner, you got to be a CEO, whatever. Like you
Right.
run the business and you sell the business all at one.
Yeah.
So
But
some people just aren't gonna buy it because some people have a standard that they want to reach. Like like stuff like that. Like
Right.
some people have like their own way of doing things, so it's hard to sell to people all the time.
yeah, that's facts. But the thing that I've encountered most is when people want to like buy a video off of you. The first thing they want to see is your work, and which sucks for me because like, hang on a second.
Oh, good.
What sucks for me because all my past work was like low end. Like I wasn't editing on like a big platform like I am now, like Adobe Premiere.
Oh yeah.
So like I didn't have the creative possibility or whatever to like do it. But once I got Premiere, I started learning how to like do keyframes and like move stuff and move people's heads, and you know, that's kind of what I'm putting out now. And it's like I said, it's like new.
Mm-hmm.
So like most of my other work is like garbage. So
compared to it, like
yeah.
Even more what you got coming out now.
Yeah, like I look at what I do now and then I look back. Like I'll look at a video I do now and be like, I need to get better. I need to get better at this. I need to get better. That's like what I'm always saying. I'm hard on myself. People will be like, yo, that video bangs. And I'll be like, yeah, but it's not good enough.
Yeah, like you always see your flaws in it. Like you always see your flaws in it while everyone else isn't seeing it. It's because like you're your biggest hater at the same time.
Right.
Because like you're always trying to get better than yourself before.
And I just told Dylan this the other day. I said it sucks. You got to tell me how the video is straight up because I can't tell if it's a good video or not. I sat there and I cut through it like 20 million times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, I can't really tell. I watched it over and over. I got bored of it. That's a big thing.
True. That's the same thing with music. I'll hear my songs like 45 times and then I won't be excited to like drop the album because I've already heard all this shit already.
Yeah.
40,000 times.
Wait, Cody, you want to put the mic a little closer? Dad texted me say that you're basically a little quiet. Hello. Sorry for everybody that had Cody's mic muted the whole time.
It's so tragic, dude. So tragic.
So where were we?
I forgot. I forgot.
We were talking about Dylan Toole's video.
Oh, which one? The Puerto Rico one or the one we just did?
You last did.
The one in Buffalo? We just did another one too. But
whichever one.
I'll talk about the
you thought was trash and you had to like tell him to like tell you it's not trash.
Oh yeah, the For You video.
Yes.
The one we did in Puerto Rico, that one, because like I couldn't tell, like I said, like I can't tell because I cut through it so many times and I watch it over and over and over. So, you know, I always find flaws.
Yeah.
And like, you know, sometimes they can point them out.
Yeah, but like that's like Dylan probably loved it though. At the end of the day.
He's like, the text that I got from him were like, holy shit. He like posted on a story. He's like, King of Buffalo video editors, like FTBproductions, Crown King. Like that's how happy he was about it. And like, I was like, you didn't have to do all that, bro. but like appreciated it, you know?
But like going back to
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll talk about that. I actually flew home early by myself because I got something happened. But anyway, so I got Dylan hit me up because we did a Wasted video. I'll tell you how I met him. So Jared Taker did a video with me, and he was there in the song. It was called Wasted, I think. But Dylan, anyway, he was there, and he was talking to me about social media and everything, and like we kind of like clicked at the video shoot at the studio. So then he hit me up a few weeks later, and he's like, yo, you want to go to Puerto Rico? Because they were looking for people, I guess. And I was like, yeah, are we shooting a video? He goes, yeah. So he like paid for my airfare, paid for my hotel, paid for like my food pretty much because it was like profit. He tossed money on top, paid for all the equipment. We had like the best of the best cameras, like
yeah, I saw
lighting.
the photo shoots that you guys got like taken that you were posting on Instagram.
Yeah, they were like, everything was like legitimate, and it was pretty crazy. But like, I was supposed to stay for 6 days, but like I wanted to get home because I was like getting stressed out about my dad or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I flew home out of like profits or whatever, and then I edited the video and I had it done by the time he got off the plane, and I think that made him happy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I went to Puerto Rico and I already have it, and I was like.
But like once you start editing a lot, like don't you notice that you get quicker a lot more with like the little stuff that you
like you find little shortcuts, like as you're going through, and like it helps a lot.
Yeah, like going back to what you said with like the fact that like your stuff coming out is gonna be even better than the stuff you have out now. Like that goes with like Cody too. Like if you've heard his music before, like the stuff he has is like it's good, but like it's compared to what he has now is such lower quality. Like,
yeah,
it's
like
crazy.
Like that feeling like the best, like how I'm feeling about it, because like that's how I feel. You'll look at some of my older work, it'll be so blurry and like not well lit, and now it's everything's perfectly lit, color corrected, color graded.
You just start perfecting
right.
a little aspect of whatever.
like your production skills grow over time. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, even with like the podcast, you just get more comfortable like talking to people. Because
Right.
like, to be honest, I'm a very like weird guy. Like,
Right.
and like socially, like just don't
That's
talk.
how I am. Like I'm at the point where it's like me, my girlfriend, and that's kind of pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, you know, I'm just so dedicated to like what I do. Like everyone wants to go out and like, what I don't get is everyone wants to go out and party and do this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm staying home. I'm like dedicated.
Yeah, like my fun is like just like grinding my videos
That's
and
what I
then
mean.
getting like money when I can.
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean?
Like
we won't have to work as hard one day. You know what I mean?
I'm working for my future, and a lot of people are just like living for now, which
Yeah.
like is not always a bad thing, but it just can always set you back in your future.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like preparation is key.
And I just noticed when you get to the point where you're just kind of like are really focused on something,
Right.
a lot of the people you thought were good people and friends in your life fade away.
Right.
Not even that like anything bad happens, but just a lot of them just stop talking.
Right. That's what I mean.
Especially after high school, dude. Everyone's gone and you're left with like 2 friends.
Yeah, dude. I got through high school. Like I didn't even talk to anybody in high school, bro. Like
Same. I was such
like,
a weirdo in high
like,
school.
I just went to school, did what I had to do, went home.
I was like a straight A student, but no one knew me. Like
Yeah.
that's how I was.
Like yeah, I was like the opposite. I wasn't.
Yeah, dude. I skipped like I wasn't a bad kid, but I skipped like 28 days a year.
Well, you were a grade A student. You probably could.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was just like I was able to still pass like it. Like I could skip 3 days in a row and still go in school and get a 90 in a test. Cause like
Right.
school is just kind of like you just gotta study, and then
Yeah.
it's all it is. You listen and study, and they give you the answers.
I
right
didn't
then and
even.
there.
I've never even studied really.
Yeah, no, I just cheated my way through high school.
Yeah, that pretty much. Pretty much.
Going to Boston with Jared Taker. When is that happening?
That's on the 26th. I'm just staying overnight. 27th. And filming a video for him. And I guess he's got some guy that did a feature with him down there or whatever.
Oh, really?
So potential new client, of course. You know, they might like the work that I have.
Do you want to stay based in Buffalo, or do you think you're gonna migrate out of Buffalo?
That's tough because like if you think about it, like what if I could bring? You ever notice the store Buffalo Kids?
Yeah.
Like you know how Westside Gun he like put it in his hometown and like it kind of sparked a lot for like the artists and everything. You know that was like big to me. Like I was happy about that. Like the industry's moving to Buffalo a little bit. So, you know, what if I put something creative like a Lyrical Lemonade type studio in Buffalo one day?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then franchise it out, branch it out. You know what I mean?
That's like I do like Buffalo. I just have a hard time like enjoying Buffalo sometimes. 'Cause sometimes like it's a very slowed down city compared to the rest of the game.
Yeah, like everything. Like Toronto's fast paced. I hate New York. I
Too
hate
busy.
New York City, dude. I almost missed my flight on the way back from the video. I was like
Oh,
squeezing
really?
so many shots into the time. I had like 5 hours. I was like trying to squeeze everything from the script in, and I did. And like I had an hour to get to my flight, and it was like an hour and 30-minute drive. So he like sped through traffic, and it would just keep stopping and stopping and stopping. And right before boarding ended, I was on the plane.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
That's
It was
too much for me,
crazy, dude. Like
I'd be dripping sweat.
Like New York City just freaks me out because of the traffic and all
oh
that
my
craziness.
God. And people walk right in between you. If you don't go, they will walk in front of you.
Oh, really?
If you're going too slow, they'll walk right out and you'll have to slam on your brakes.
But
There's
is
so
it
many
a cool
accidents.
experience at the same time?
Yeah, when you see the movies of like New York City, of like everybody, like all the cars in the background in the movies and like honking, it's literally just like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like no cap.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was Puerto Rico like? Because my girlfriend's from, like, her family's from Puerto Rico. She's been down there, but I've never
I'll
been
tell
down
you
there.
what, the food there,
Puerto Rican food is my
A1.
favorite food.
they're like better than any Puerto Rican food I've ever ate in Buffalo. Better
Oh,
than
really?
Niagara Cafe.
Oh, really?
Like this shit was so good, and it was like straight out of it. It was like, it was crazy.
Like fresh?
Yeah.
Are they more, I don't want to sound like rude or anything, but like is it a more slowed down city, like very slowed down, or is it still pretty busy? I know the streets are tight there.
San Juan is popping, but everything outside of it, not at all.
It's so small. You could drive it within like only
it's
like
a-
5
I
hours
think
or something.
When I went on this tour, we went to the rainforest and filmed a little bit. But when I went on the rainforest tour, the driver said it was like 150 miles long or something across. I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Like Puerto Rico is really small, and like my girlfriend said when she was there, it's like 80 degrees, but the water's bringing so much cool air that it doesn't even feel bad.
Yeah, it's like humid.
Yeah.
It feels like really, really humid. You know, it's crazy. Sometimes you get lost because like all the signs are in Spanish. Like we were driving through the city, and like we kept getting off at the wrong places, and it was like it was crazy.
Did you have like a translator or anything?
No, none of us knew Spanish.
Oh god.
But it was all right. It worked out. You know what I mean? But they have a strict curfew there for COVID.
Oh, they're strict still.
They lock the hotel doors at midnight.
Oh, really?
And it's a busting. Like it's busting, dude. Like the whole city's like popping at night. Like 9, 10, 11, everyone's drinking, partying on the street.
And you can't even be out because the hotel's gonna lock you up.
Yeah, like everyone has to be back by midnight. That's the COVID rules there.
I'm so glad the COVID rules got dropped here. Like they're not so intense anymore.
I don't have to like wear a mask in a store. It's nice.
Yeah, like I don't feel like dirty anymore.
Right,
yeah, literally. I used to go into stores and just feel like overwhelmed.
Like
like everybody just has a mask on. It's like,
yeah,
what do these people look like?
There was a while where it was just fucking, like you just felt like a zombie apocalypse was about to happen when everybody was mass buying shit and nobody was in the stores.
It literally got to a point where like seeing people without a mask was weird.
Yeah,
people's faces were like, "Whoa, I didn't think you looked like that." I mean?
And like it became a habit.
Mm-hmm.
It became like a heavy habit.
The masks did help on bad days though.
Yeah, like when it was cold out.
Yeah.
And, like,
either cold out or like you're just fucking not looking up to par, so you just throw the mask on.
Right. But yeah, I'm headed off to I went to LA, and I checked out like all the big film studios there, and like I went and looked at Paramount and everything, dude. It's insane.
Paramount Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Like it's huge. Like it's pretty much like like it's huge. It's like a cornfield size.
Cornfield?
Yeah, it's just like a big wall around it, and they have like, they call it the back lot, and it's like a bunch of like custom buildings that they built, and like it makes it look like an actual city or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever move out to LA or nah?
I was really considering it, but dude, like, like not to sound cheap or anything, but like, rent there is like $4,000 for like a 1-bedroom.
Oh, it's terrible up there.
Yep.
The taxes
and
are high.
When I was there, the gas was like $5 a gallon.
Jesus Christ.
So it was like, oh my god, like it was costing me like $50 to get a half tank.
Jesus.
And what I had.
What kind of car do you drive?
I had a Honda Accord or whatever.
Oh, so it was a small car anyway, but it was still that much.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's why, like, and LA is just like, from what I know, it's filled with a lot of homeless people.
Oh my god, dude! When I went, they call them the tent cities.
Yeah, like Skid Row.
Dude, they had, you know, the medians when you're going down the road. There's like the middle median.
Mm.
People were camping out on those, and there's cars flying by on both sides.
Jesus Christ!
Like that's how packed it was. People were having like bonfires in the sidewalks, under bridges and shit. It was crazy.
And like, isn't there like there's bridge tunnels of people and shit like that. There's people that live in abandoned sewers.
Yep.
What?
Dude, that's how homeless it is because it's so expensive. And like all the celebrity, and you wouldn't think so because everybody's rich there. But it's either you're rich or you're homeless.
Yeah, there's no middle class in LA.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like it's because a lot of people go there for opportunity, but a lot of people like fail at the same time.
That's why it's filled with rich people.
Exactly.
It's because, you know, that's the only people who can afford it. It's kind of like their safe spot, I guess.
Yeah, because like there's like so many rich people there that like it's higher watched, I guess, if you could say. Right. Like there's higher maintenance on it.
Yo, Logan Paul moved to Puerto Rico to go back on that. And yo, I heard that everybody there hates that everybody's moving to Puerto Rico because it's like tax free or whatever.
Oh,
so, like a lot of celebrities are moving over there, and it's like, it's crazy. Like they hate it. They hate it.
The locals hate it. Well, I would hate it too because if I don't even like Puerto Rico is America, but they've kind of been doing their own thing.
Right. Like they're like separately governed. Like I don't even think they can vote in an election unless they're or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like Puerto Rico's like they are a United States American, but at the same time they like are doing their own thing on the island. So it's like to have all these celebrities go there and take advantage of like what they've had for so long. Yeah. Well, like America did like nothing. Yeah. For them, really.
It's crazy.
It's like
I think they were actually founded by like Spain or something.
There's a lot that goes to it. It's like a lot of people. No, it's good.
Yeah, but
Who's like a dream like collab?
Kid Leroy, definitely Kid Leroy. Yeah, that'd be that's like kind of like I watch a lot of his videos. Like, do you ever watch the So Done video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that was
that was like a creative. Whole story to it.
Like it was not cut and dry. It wasn't too much effects. It was literally a storyline, and that was really my turning point. Is when I hit that like. I watched that video and I saw how the storyline was written, and I was like, "Yo, write the scripts," and like they're starting to turn out good. Like, I guess I'll show you guys like the videos and stuff after. But like it's insane. It's the amount of work that he puts into it, and you know what? It kind of comes natural to me too, because like I have a creative mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I can kind of like understand like what he's doing and why he's doing it. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, that's like. Oh, like, yeah, I know what you mean by that.
You want to move a person.
Yeah.
You want to move somebody. You don't want them to be like, yo, that's cool. You want to actually, like, them be like, damn, that was good.
Yeah, like, tell a story with your...
Yeah.
Like, and that's what he's capable of doing.
Puts a whole new meaning to songs.
Right.
Like, listening to a song is one thing. Watching a video just makes you completely different scenario in your head about the song.
Right.
Exactly. And, like, like... Polo G has cool videos too, though.
Yeah, I love Polo G's video. Like the GNF one.
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
Like he did quarter turn spin, and then he put another quarter turn spin this way, and he was just like, you know what I mean?
Who's another guy? I think Annalie Chapa, if you ever seen his.
I don't really watch too many of his videos. Too much. Ian Dior's got cool videos.
Yeah. Juice WRLD, obviously. I like Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD had some banging videos.
Yeah.
But like him and Juice were tight.
Who?
Yeah.
Cole Bennett?
Cole and Juice, they were tight. You know what I mean? So, that's who I really model myself off of.
Cole Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just really talented. Like, he's always doing shit that not a lot of people do or nobody's done yet.
Like, the dude did a TED Talk, dude. Like, I watched his TED Talk like 10 times.
Oh, he did a TED Talk?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
He's like, like, what he said in that really helped me, too. It was like, mindset is everything. You got to be either a pessimistic thinker or, like, look at this glass, right? He was pretty much saying, like, do you see this as half full or half empty? You know what I mean? And it really kind of opened me up a little bit.
People like to identify themselves as a glass half full or a glass half empty type of person. This is a simplistic way of stating whether you are an optimistic thinker or a pessimistic thinker. We all have bad days and we all have good days. But what fuels a bad day and what fuels a good day? We can't control our circumstances always, but we can control how we handle our circumstances. Optimism is a positive way of thinking. It's a subconscious way of prioritizing your happiness.
And like, understood like where he's coming from, I guess.
Yeah, it's because it's like you can't really like do something and expect a different result if you don't change your mindset.
Right.
Like your mindset is what keeps you going.
That's
like,
exactly what it is.
There's times even where like you're gonna hit this peak where life just feels like super high up, like you can't fall back down, and then you're gonna go back down, and then that's when your mindset picks you back up.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a strong mindset, then that's when you could fail.
A lot of editors have the problem where they work on something and keep working and making great content, and then they hit wall.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm out of ideas, like I'm slow right now, and then they like, once you get down there that low, you're like, fuck, like I need to go, like I need to keep going.
Yeah.
Then you go back up and then you make something even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like the way I look at it is you just always gotta learn from like the hard times, because they're usually like the most life-changing moments.
Right.
A lot of the times.
I agree 100%.
Because there's a reason to something I like all the time, but like it doesn't always just make sense. It can make sense 10 years later, but there's always a reason for that to happen.
I agree, man. But so like, tell me about your music. I want to hear a little bit about that.
Like what?
Just make sure you
like
get
what?
in the mic too.
Like what we got? I'm starting to release a single every month because I've been dropping. I don't know. I didn't like how frequently I was dropping big projects. It was too soon, because at the point where I'm at now, it's kind of like no, how do I say it? Like, if a new person comes around and they see my album, they're probably gonna give me like listen to one song, two song, maybe three. No one's gonna really give me like a full album right now unless I really hook them in.
Right.
But so yeah, I have July or June. Is it July next month or June?
July.
July.
Where are you? COVID just melting the brain.
Yeah, for real. It really is, dude. July 1st, we want to drop. Me and my friend want to drop like songs on the same day because we've been doing a bunch of collab songs. So
yeah, you got a lot in the vault.
Yeah, but we don't want to drop them as a project because I just dropped a collab project with Sean, the one that was here.
Right.
And so we have a ton of songs together. So we're just gonna do every month drop on the same day, like the first of the month every day. And then we're just gonna be doing that because they're singles are way easier to promote.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like get out there.
Albums are albums are for like the fans. Like if you're a diehard fan of Cody, you're gonna drop, and then if there's a single in that's popping, that's what's gonna bring other people.
Well, yeah,
right.
That's how albums really like.
Yeah. Because no one right now is gonna give me a full album unless they are like a longtime fan. So, and I've noticed I've always had more success with singles anyway. So
on that topic, like it kind of like sparked another thing in my head is like the artists I'm working with now, I've noticed that they have like we cannot release the videos for like months.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't release For You for like another 4 weeks. I can't release I Can't Link until after the 21st. You know what I mean? Like so like and like back to what you were saying, like that time to promote it like does a lot. Because it like gets people hooked, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got a good like clip of like even a music video or whatever,
right?
And you're hyping that shit up like for a month, like you said, or Cody said,
right?
Like, it just like you said, it just gets everybody hooked, and then like it gives you more time to like bring it to more eyes,
right?
Like when we dropped his first music video, it wasn't the most perfect music video in the world, but it was my first ever one I did, and it got like 1.3K.
That's
like on the
pretty
first
good.
Straight off rip,
yeah.
Well, how long did you promote it for, like, before you dropped it?
Well, because it was like a back and forth thing, or like he said, the first video, so it kind of took a while.
Right.
And his schedule's way different than mine,
right.
So it was just hard finding time. So I talked about it, like released it on my Instagram that we were gonna drop a music video for it.
Right.
Like 3 months ahead of time, and then we finally just got it done, and I was like to the point where I literally just wanted to get it out and like whatever it does, whatever it does. Like,
right.
So then I straight up announced it like one day and then dropped it the next day, and then that's when it just.
Yeah, I remember when we
crazy.
dropped it. I was doing something at my girlfriend's dad's house, and I went to refresh the page, and it was like 30 minutes in. We already had like 200 views, and I was like,
That's
oh,
crazy.
like I didn't expect it to go like so quick like that. And it's because people like the visuals at the end of the day. Like,
Well, that too, but also I feel like music videos go way farther in like marketing music like than most people know, because okay, say you drop a single, right? You promote the shit out of it for 2 weeks of that month or 3 weeks of that month, and then when it's starting to die out, people are like, okay, it's dying out, slowing down. That's when you drop the music video, because then that brings the last little bit of like burst to that song, and then that's when it dissipates, and then the next month they release another song. Also, I like doing it on a schedule too, because then every month people can expect something.
Right.
It's not like, oh, when is it gonna drop? I don't really care. Not like checking my shit constantly. It's like I
right.
know he's gonna drop this day, so I'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
It's like with the podcast. Like I got times like I always go live, and then I got a day where I always post a video, so people always know.
Right.
Like last week it was a little slower than I was more behind on time because like the computer was just slow as shit on me that day. But I still got it out, and I still had like 30 people watch it by the end of the night, and it was like 12 o'clock at night, which is cool. Like I got a fan base at this point. I don't even like calling them fans, but
like a community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the underground city, that's what we like to call it, because we got merch that could be dropping soon. I don't know what's going on with that.
You should.
Yeah.
Man.
Where do you go to get that stuff made?
Some of this is like homemade stuff. Like I would sit there and these are patches, and I would just put the patches on all the hoodies. That's why they were limited, because I was like making them like custom.
Yeah.
Like these are all custom. I have red ones, white ones, black ones. Like, but like people liked them, and they bought them. Really, it really felt like people were buying them not because they wanted the hoodie, but just because they liked what I was doing.
Yeah.
Because
like
every time I would
you.
drop one off, because I would drop them off to people, they'd be like, "Yo, keep it going. Like, I really fuck with what you're doing, and I want to see you do it." You know what I mean? And that was like everybody was buying them.
Yeah. Something crazy else that you have. That's a place that I like. It's a local place, but the burger you had at Off the Wall Sandwich. I don't think you've ever had that, but I saw that Dylan had a burger there.
Wait. Oh wait, are you talking about the burger?
Yeah.
I got something to tell you.
What?
Oh, you got a burger deal?
I might got a little burger in the works. I might have a little burger in the works.
Dude, I love that fucking place, dude. Their burgers are crazy
dude, that
good.
burger they made for me was so good, dude. It was like a steak with like sauce on it. It was just macking, dude. And everything there is like off the wall. It's like stuff that's not typical.
Yeah, like I had a chicken finger mac and cheese burger from there before.
Yeah, like
I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna go too into it right now because I kind of wanna. I'll kind of go into it. I kind of have to. You know that song that I have that I'm doing with that great screening girl?
Oh, you're doing a song with her?
Mm-hmm. She's coming to the studio the 17th.
Oh, okay. So, female artist, first time.
Dude, I'm so excited. I've needed a female artist like so bad.
I might be able to get you on with another one too.
Go ahead,
you
send
know
it over.
Eleni DeGeorge's. We just did a video with her, so I could probably tell her, yo. Like I'll show you the snippet on that one.
Send her my way.
That's the other shit I like about this podcast. Like when we like all link together, like it's extra links to like if I meet somebody that's like looking for a music video director, I could be like, oh, I met this guy. Yeah. Maybe he'll do it for you, kind of shit like that.
Like I just like the biggest thing that I've taken from like where I'm at right now is like you have to help everybody. You have to help everybody no matter what, because everyone has to kind of like work together. There's no point in like I see people like beefing and shit. Like people like this guy named, I'm not gonna mention the name, but he like he like kind of threw a low blow at me once, and like it's just crazy how people get so competitive. And like what I've taken is like I treat other people and other creators how I would want to be treated, pretty much. Like help everybody, and like it'll be good. I believe in like the universe thing. Like like you just treat everybody, you help everybody because they're chasing exactly what you want, and like exactly. People filter out. Like nobody's gonna ever beat you for something. If anything, you'll both be that if you work together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because look at like a new wave of celebrities come in all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that's what like up. I feel like a lot of people. I don't really know how to explain it, but like a lot of people. Okay. It'd be like, say I'm doing music and then you're doing music and you're popping off more than me right now, and then I start hating on you because you're popping more than me.
That's
like there's enough room. Yeah. Like Finesse said, there's enough room for everyone to shine.
Right. Everyone should just work together.
Yeah.
Finesse. I don't know if you've ever watched the episode we had with that artist from New York City. He was on a Zoom call, but he like that conversation I had with that guy was like really what made like podcasting like me want to like full force into it, because like it was what was it like my third episode. It was like my third episode, and I was talking to a guy that was like way more established in the game than I was, and he treated me like I was like at his level though.
Yeah, so that's how you got to treat everybody.
That's what most people don't understand though. Like it's just because they got a lot of followers or whatever doesn't mean they're not a normal person.
Right.
Like if they're a dickhead, like, they're just a dickhead.
Everybody everybody starts from something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's chasing the same thing. Back to what I said on that, and it's like it's important to support each other, and that's like most important to me.
Exactly.
I would want people to help me,
Yeah.
So like, that's how it works.
You get what you give.
There's some people though that are in it for the wrong reasons that take advantage of it. So you gotta have your eyes open. Like you gotta know when there's a snake in the grass, and then you gotta know when there's someone that's genuine about it. At the end of the day.
Facts.
There's always gonna be snakes in the grass, though.
Yeah. There's always someone trying to do less work to get where you're at.
Oh yeah. Like I'll tell you a couple stories, and I'm really not afraid to like expose anybody because like they kind of did something dirty. But like there's these kids I did a music video for back in like years ago, like maybe like a year and a half ago. And he's like, yo, can I like be on a Zoom call with you while you edit it? So I go sure, why not, right? Watches me edit the whole thing, buys the program, he screen recorded it, did the whole thing over right after, and like kind of threw a low blow at me. And where was I? And so he did it. Oh, and then he started his own video production thing. And he goes to all my followers, right? He finds all the clients I've did work with, messages them, and like I literally have screenshots of messages. These kids literally went there and said, "Yo, I'll beat JT," but they just got a video from me and like took what I did. Like I'm not even kidding.
So they straight up just took what
It was an Amherst kid, and like
They straight up took what you knew and then just made their own shit with it.
He like took all my ideas and then went and did it, and then like showed people that and be like, "Yo, I can do it better."
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's some artists that's like try to scum Cody, and there's other stories Cody has that I know about, but I won't speak on them. But like kids that just play the game, like they take the money, play the game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They like, and like the kid paid for it too. So it's like, yo, you really just paid? Like, thanks for like the tutorial. So, there you go.
It's just kids like that. It's just like, but you also gotta know that they're not gonna reach their full potential because they're
like I
bet
that.
I mean, you can't hate on people because, you know, then it's gonna motivate them. They're just gonna fucking
like I bet that kid is not where you are right now at all.
No, literally, this kid hit me up the other day though, and he goes, "Yo, can I get a video?" Because he sees like everything going on right now. And I'm like, sure, you can get a video. He's like, "I really don't think you're worth more than $150." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry." He goes, "Come on, bro, please." I'm like, "Nope, I'll show you the videos. It's crazy."
How much do you charge?
Right now $500 until July 1st. Because I just invested in like a ton of green screens because it's for the studio in July. So they're going up $100 on July 1st, $600.
So do you
Not
have
a bad
like
price for what you're given though?
Yeah.
Do you have like a whole studio, or is it kind of like this thing where like you have a room?
It's like
a place.
Okay, so like I have this. I'm gonna have. It's pretty much gonna be like this, except it's gonna have green screens all the way around.
Like everything's gonna be green screen.
Green screen, and then they're curtains though, so you can interchange them with backdrops, take photos. I got 2 lights like those ones.
This whole setup was only like $160.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was cheap.
Yeah,
it was cheap to do that, but you know, gotta make it back and invest in yourself, and it helps.
Exactly,
it really helps.
So,
like I'm looking at the screen right now, and it's like everything's perfectly lit. Like
looks good.
It looks
ideal.
great.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to eventually get more cameras, so like Cody can have his own camera, then I can.
Right.
Like,
so
like
Cody's
Cody's face isn't so into the camera.
Right.
Like, like the way I look at it is like I'm just kind of in my beta mode right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just working out the kinks as I go, and like the people that are here now are gonna see where it was, and then when I'm like
big
Joe Rogan level, like they're gonna see where I'm at that level.
More like a no jumper, like
yeah. That's what I'm like going like how you have Cole Bennett, like Adam.
I would say no jumper definitely
Adam 22.
This.
Like that's this is that podcast. Man.
Yeah, this is like Buffalo's version of like Adam 22,
which is literally crazy because like he could say I straight up went on a no jumper podcast, and that could be what sparks everything.
Right.
And it's
exactly.
And then,
that's pretty much how Cole Bennett was.
That's what I'm saying. He put like mad artists on just by a video.
Juice WRLD, like once Juice WRLD and him kind of popped off together, then like he just he brought all the other artists on.
Do you know that Cole Bennett turned down a $30 million deal?
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
He was they wanted to like take him out from being independent and have him like run a like firm or whatever.
Oh fuck that!
So he's like, no, I want my creative freedom still.
Mm.
So I'm staying here.
Even Cole Bennett, like we talked a lot about this in the podcast, but even Cole Bennett said that like SoundCloud era was the best era in music because artists had the full creativity to do what they want, drop when they want, and now it's like labels capitalized on that.
Yeah.
And they took back over what we kind of gained in SoundCloud era. Right. And I think with like Lil Peep, X, and like now Juice WRLD, like those most influential art. There was a lot of talent popping off, but like those were definitely the 3 names that came out of that era.
Right.
But I think their passing really slowed that shit down because they were on the climb and then they died, and then it's like.
And they are a superstar. Like Juice WRLD was a superstar.
Yeah.
X would have been a superstar. Like X was at that point, and then he died. To go. Yeah.
Like,
and then
the Kid Laroi is quick. He blew up quick.
Yeah, dude. How old is that kid?
17, almost 18, maybe 18
when
now.
He was 16, he was popping.
I think he might almost be 18. Be careful with the cord, Cody, so it doesn't start bugging.
Yeah, but the Kid Laroi, dude, that would be back to what you were saying earlier, that would definitely be my dream video. Like, I
seems
could do
cool,
too.
Crazy.
Yeah, he seems like he is humble. Like he's like at that level.
He just seems like he's a kid living his life.
Like he's fucking doing shit with Justin Bieber, dude. Like come on, now.
Like everybody.
Like Miley Cyrus.
Pop star, dude. Literal pop star.
He is literally a superstar right now. Everybody knows his name.
Exactly. Even if you don't like his music, you know his name.
I just hope it's not one of those things that dies out. like he's really popping for a couple of years, then he dies out.
But I don't even think he'll ever die out. I think he just won't be like right now. He's kind of like at a Billie Eilish style, like level of fame.
Right.
But Billie Eilish is massive right now. If you've been on her Instagram, she gets like 2 million to 3 million likes a post.
I haven't even
3 million.
Like a crazy amount of shit on her posts. Like, but look at her talents. Like she doesn't even need any effects, and she can make a song sound high level production.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it. I just like the way the Kid Leroy, his rhythm. It's like real
it's
like
Juice WRLD, but like
cut.
It's like Juice WRLD vibe, but like Justin Bieber edition.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah, he's like a Justin Bieber, literally.
It's Juice Bieber.
Literally.
He's like, the way I looked at it when he started just popping off, he was kind of like Justin Bieber when he was like dropping shit like baby, like shit like that, and then he just kind of like showed everybody like he's more than just like the kid that got put on by Juice WRLD.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, have you heard that snippet of what's that one song? Unreleased Kid Leroy song. I forget what it was, but like that's like the biggest thing right now for him. I forgot what it was called.
Trippie Redd though, like look at where he's gone. Like I feel like a lot of people, if you don't like Trippie Redd's like a acquired taste.
Yeah, you gotta
fuck with
like his flow. I'm not like a huge fan, but like
you gotta fuck with like, in my opinion, like you gotta be into the underground scene to understand him, because you gotta look where he came from with like Love Scars and shit.
Right.
And then his best album was in like 2018 though.
I was more like a Lil Skies guy.
Oh,
like,
I love Skies. And then he slowed down because he had his kid, but then he dropped that newest album On Site or whatever.
He's back.
Or not On Site, but
where's Landon Cube though?
He's still making music. He's just low key.
No, but he's still living the life because he's literally doing. I don't think he signed anyone. Landon Cube.
Yeah, but like Puya does his own shit. He's got his own brand, Buffet Boys.
Puya's living.
But like people like,
living. You see what Macklemore is doing?
No,
I haven't paid attention to him in a long time.
Like I haven't. I watch his Instagram stories and like it's literally him and his kid, and he's got like this brand coming out and it's like old school retro golf clothes.
Oh really?
Yeah, and like he does these crazy funny videos to promote them.
Oh really?
Like in the suits and everything. Like take my white shoe off and stick it in a pond with mud in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, kind of like Jackass kind of thing.
Yeah, with it, and then it's actually pretty good. I like it. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, like what was I gonna say?
Something.
Oh, we got Cody's concert going on this Saturday.
Oh, yeah, got a little show. Got a little show on the 19th at my sister's party.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like
I don't know, like 50 or more people, she said.
It's going to be dope.
Yeah, she's throwing like a party for like, because she's got people that have she's got a shit ton of friends that like
she's
have
always throwing parties.
Yeah, she's got a shit ton of friends that could like she could have 50 people at her house within
and
like.
They're just going to see him there and they're going to follow him.
Yeah.
Just like
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I wanted to make like little flyers for it, like with my Instagram and shit, just to put on like the front of the deck.
Right.
And like she's got a fucking huge deck because she lives in North Boston.
Yeah, that's kind of where I just moved out to Boston.
Do you live on your own or do you live?
Yeah, I live on my own.
You live on your own.
Do you have an apartment or a house?
Apartment.
I want a house so bad though.
Yeah, that's the first thing I'm buying if I ever get some big money.
Yeah.
I mean like I'm talking like 50,000, 100,000, you know, just a down payment.
Do you like Boston though? Because my thing is like
I grew up like when I was a kid, I grew up in North Collins, so in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I've drove through North Collins.
Yeah,
it's like the most you got out there is Tractor Supply Plus.
Yeah, that's it. So I was really like everyone I went to school with a bunch of hicks and everything, and like.
Was that just never your vibe?
No, I mean I was like I did what they did, but I wasn't really like them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was riding 4-wheelers and like swimming in the creek and stuff, but like, you know, I always had like that editor kind of like high up celebrity thing. Like I was always infatuated with fame. Like ever since I was younger, like I just always wondered what it felt like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just to be like different.
Yeah, so like that was kind of like where I was at. And
do you want to move your mic a little closer to your mouth? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, so like that's where I was at, and like you know, a lot of people were like worried about other shit, so I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I never worried about college, and never like I knew I was never gonna do that shit before I even like got all into this, like dived into this shit. I was jumping into like back in the day like Minecraft videos,
right.
And I was like I was a huge gamer back in the day. but like I would like record and like do like stream shit and like try to make it that way. But then I grew out of games. Like games to me,
that's
like
what I mean. I sold my Xbox because I don't even use it.
like games to me, they're there when I have literally nothing to do. But it's very rare I have nothing to do, and it's like in my opinion, they're just like if they're not benefiting my time, then they're just to like distract my time.
That's the mindset you gotta have when you want to get somewhere, because like you can't waste any time. Like there's only a certain age that we can get to and it can happen. You know what I mean? Once you get 30, 40, you know what I mean? Like
it gets to the point where it's like you're like why are you doing it still?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like if you're not established in the game at that point, you need to like it's too hard, because like the youth is always creating, and like not that you can't be creative at 40,
but the youth is the most knowledgeable on like
trends and all that shit.
Yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, it's like the whole Jay-Z situation when he was trying to get signed, but labels kept telling him he was too old. He was like 26.
Exactly. Like 26 isn't even old. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
that's like
you're
that's like
aged out at.
It's like a small
sports.
window. You really got.
I just feel
pack
like
everything.
I feel like celebrity status, like you're like almost tapped out at 35. Like like you're just like you're running dry.
Yeah.
And in people's eyes, and then that's when they go like we got Joe Rogan, where you dive into podcasts and then you like run a really successful podcast.
That's what I mean. You gotta just switch with the trends.
You can never have like one thing. Like if you just stay one thing all the time, then you're just gonna fizzle out when that one thing fades out.
That's what I mean. That's why you gotta like, you can never be repetitive in videos or anything. Like if you are, it's like, it's not good, because the viewer just is like, click us out of it, and then it doesn't get good analytics, and like it doesn't do well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the video that I have on a playlist that I've done, the most views it has is 277,000. That's one of my videos, and then another one is 19,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's only two. The rest of them are like 1,000, 1.5.
Yeah.
It's just based on the artist or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Algorithm too.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
the algorithm is so tricky. It's like a puzzle piece.
Like, cause I'm like, dude, why is my account not like gaining right now? Like, because my last 4 posts have over 30 comments on, or last 2 have like over 30, and like the other ones have like 16, 15. And I'm like, how the hell is Instagram not picking this up? Like, I was thinking that the other day, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's kind of at a standstill right now.
That's what I'm saying.
So I gotta, but I've laid off from my promotion too. Like, I really haven't done any lately.
Yeah, I don't like to make my page too promotional. Right. Like sometimes, like I'll like promote my stream and all that, but other than that, I'm just like, I don't like to make it all about my videos, because I don't want to look like all I'm trying to do is sell you. Like I want people to have a connection to me. I promote them because it's like my portfolio. Yeah, you know that's what I'm saying. Like
it's different for you, but
so like it goes different with the brand. Yeah. Like me personally, I want to have like, me as the host, so then you want to watch the podcast. Right. But like, you're selling music videos, you have to show what you're producing.
Yeah, like it's kind of like everybody in this room right now has a purpose in the industry that we're in.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
Is Cody, who makes the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's me, who makes the music videos, and then there's you, who brings on the people who did it, interviews them, and grows along with us. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
The artists that you do, the more artists you do, and the more content, like it doesn't even matter if they're big or small. The more content you put out, the better.
Exactly.
Because like, you know what I mean?
The more consistent I am, like that's what I like about it. I don't ever look at it as like, oh, what could this kid bring me? Because like, I just look at it as we're having a conversation with people with the same mindset. But like at the end of the day, like, you have eyes that have never seen me before, I can guarantee. And then I'm sure I have some people that have never seen you before. So then like, and then on top of it, it's like some people may only know you from music videos. So then they come here and they say, oh, he's really cool too. I like him a lot outside of the music videos.
That's why I like the podcast, because you can really come on there and like let people get like an inside look at like
you,
like,
and like know
who you are as a person, you know, and it interests them more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm thinking, do you need some more water? I'm thirsty as hell.
Yeah, I can. I mean, if you're getting water,
I'll get some water.
Take a little intermish.
So, you were talking about your burger.
Oh, I don't that. No, okay, so you know how I have, like I said, that feature with that gray screening girl. She's coming to the studio, and I don't know if you heard the song, but the song's called Comatose, right? And that's basically just
I've heard the snippets.
Trance,
like, comatose.
Yeah, literally. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like a state of, I don't know, being in a trance, kind of weird. But off the wall followed me. So then I was like, okay, let's see if we can get a little burger. So I texted them. They texted me right back. They were like, we love collabs. And then I called Ryan, Shondi, and then I called Austin because I was like, what do I put on this burger, dude?
Yeah.
And then I called them. We figured out the whole thing, and it's going to be called the Comatose Burger. He said he just needs to talk to the chef.
Get a little closer to the mic. It's good, but...
No. It's because it's muted.
Oh, my God.
It's because I muted it before. But
all right, restart your burger.
Restart it up. Burger, off the wall, followed me. DM'd him. And they, whatever, we talked about it. Comatose Burger. And what I want to do is... Because me and Shondi have something July 1st dropping, right? Mm-hmm. So then this song will probably drop August 1st. And I wanted to drop the burger with the song as like a promotion with the song. So then you got the Comatose Burger, and then the song comes out. And then people who even go to that place and see like, oh, Comatose Burger or whatever, see that. They'll probably have like a little description or whatever.
Get
like
some crazy shit, bro.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
That is, you know what? That is strategy at its finest.
That's what I want to do.
That's killer, dude.
And then you get the fans or whatever. And then I wanted to like make a little promotional video of them, of like doing a little video of them like playing that song, and then I'm just like, come down to whatever.
Like we could film it, make it like really like aesthetic. Because like I got like a nice aesthetic I like to keep. Because like I made vlogs back, like I made 2 vlogs, but like I couldn't figure out what to do in a vlog, so then I was like I stopped them. But like when I was doing them, I just like to get like nice aesthetic looking shots.
Yeah.
And kind of all mix them together.
Like back to the make him feel it type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like. Damn, that was a demon girl that lives here.
That was kind of terrifying.
Because the window's open.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe you muted your mic, bro.
Nah, but at least I didn't start talking the whole damn podcast again with it muted.
But I think we'll be good.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Nah, whatever. I'll explain before what was muted. Comatose is a song that I have coming with another female artist called Grace Greenan, and that's where all that comes from, just so you know.
She's another local artist out of Buffalo. Mm-hmm. I never heard of her until you and Shondi posted her on your stories.
It was crazy.
That's
it was
dope.
crazy. The whole scenario was insane.
Well, like that's like, but like I want to get to the point where I could hit them up and be like, because I love their fucking burgers, bro. If I could get my own burger, their Underground City burger.
Yeah.
But that's
Underground burger. I don't know.
They love working with people. Like you said, you had your own burger.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they love working with people, and it's like more exposure for them, and then also more exposure for you.
You know, and it a lot of interest. You know, people go in there and they wonder what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, my account grew a little bit just from that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like just like if you got some crazy ass shit like a waffle chicken, like a chicken waffle burger, like
right.
Yeah, dude.
Like and then
that's what I'm saying.
Like something crazy.
They
like
make you sign the wall when you go in for your burger. When you test it out, because they're gonna give you a free one.
Yeah.
They'll make you sign the wall like by Dion Dawkins and everything.
What?
Like I signed my name there. I did my signature, and I did FTBproductions.
What?
Right
That's
there.
insane.
Crazy. Like that's
so
like
yeah, you'll be able to put your name on the wall.
That's what I want to start getting into is marketing. Like I've like my thing was I wanted to establish my podcast a little bit more, and then start marketing. And then now I'm getting to the point where I want to start marketing more.
That's marketing's good because your customer is a viewer.
Yeah.
So you want to get out to as many people as possible. If you go through Buffalo, unfortunately not everybody's gonna watch it, but it might be more interesting to somebody who like is out of town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, he's all the way in Buffalo. Like this is cool content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it's like a different type of, like the people that watch it from here know you, and then the people from there don't. So like they're more interested. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like these people that watch it, like they hang out with you, they see you walking in public. You know.
They know your regular life.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you're pretty much like a celebrity to that person.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Right.
Like they create their own picture of you in their mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's and you won't even know when you're famous. Like
exactly.
You'll just
you'll just be there.
Right, and then some money will just start coming in, and then you'll have to like financial advisor, all that. But like that's all it'll change. It's the same thing you're doing now, and you're gonna do the same thing then.
Exactly. Like that's why like I wanted to go in with my personality and like not switch up, because like if you have like a fake personality of you and a fake persona, then people fall in love with that, and then when they see the real you, it's like a lot of times they could not like that.
Right, and then that's it.
Yeah,
they're done.
Like you could just ruin your whole career by that one move.
You know, everyone has to start, and then we'll get to that point.
Like this is like, in my opinion, a very professional setup for the level it's at.
That's what I was saying when I walked in. I said this place is like legitimate.
Yeah.
Like you got the C stands, you have the backdrop, you have the clamps.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't just feel like you're just walking into like a mic on a table. And
the lighting is perfectly positioned,
Exactly. Like before our first couple episodes, the audio was kind of bad, and then like it was a storage room in here. Like where it's come from, like it was literally like a table with like a black. We had these already for his picture backdrop, so we just used the black one, and then we had the lighting, but it was way too close and exposed.
Like this is legit, dude. Like I'm impressed by this.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Very impressed.
Like now that I got 3 mics working, like there won't be audio issues like there was this time around, and then I'll have to keep a sticker on there that says make sure it's unmuted.
Yeah.
So Cody, but it's all practice at the same time. Like it's early stages.
As you make more content, like I said, any content is good content.
Exactly.
If you don't put out any content, how is it supposed to perform at all?
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to put out, everything, and that's, someone said that. I forget who it was, but it was somebody, and it just stuck with me.
The hardest part, Cody got me, like, this quote in my head, but the hardest part about starting is starting in general.
Right.
Because, like, you judge too much in the beginning, and it's like, your content now is going to be shit compared to when you, like, even though you think is really good now, you'll get to that point where 5 years later you're still doing it, and it's like, wow, that was garbage compared to what I post now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I look at my stuff from, like, 2 years ago, and, like, it's garbage. So
yeah, but that's like the greatest feeling though, because you're improving.
Right.
Like if you were still there in a couple years, then it would be like, oh shit, what do I need to do?
Right.
But now you look back and it's like, okay, that was trash. And same thing with my music. I'll be like, that song was garbage. But then it's like, oh shit, now my stuff now is so much better, so I know I'm getting better.
Exactly.
It's just a good feeling.
It is a great feeling, and I like when people engage with it. And like when I send a video to a client and they freak out about it, like Dylan did, like you don't know how that feels crazy.
Yeah, it feels super good. Like especially like when you get people like telling you that like, oh, they love this part of your podcast, or like when you hit me up, like the fact like then you're hitting me up, and now that means like there's people actually seeing it, so that people want to come on to it, meaning like I'm doing something right. It's not
I
like
could probably, I guarantee after I get off this podcast, I can send like 10 guests your way if you wanted.
Oh, really?
Like 10 artists right off the bat.
Easy.
They love podcasts. They eat off of them.
I have no issue with that because
that may be some future collabs.
I'm going to hook you up with Eleni, and I'm going to get some artists in here for you.
I appreciate that.
All the artists I work with and stuff.
Yeah, for real. Thank you.
And then future-wise, since I think this was a really chill episode. Like I was nervous, to be honest, because I never really like you're my first guest I had come on that like I didn't have like weeks to talk to, like in the sense of like I had like Finesse I was talking to for like a month and a half, and then he came on. Like maybe not a month and a half, but it was a while, and then he came on. So like I kind of we jumped into it. I was nervous, but I'm glad I did at the end of the day, because like you have the similar mindset that we were running off of.
It's always just full send it.
Yeah.
Just like no matter what, just go, do it, and that's how you grow.
Just saying yes to everything, but
right.
Is there any final things you'd like to say? Shout out anything and final projects you're dropping, and then
final projects. We got J Band's I Can't Link video, shot in New York City. That one's a really good one, real fast paced one. That one's dropping soon. I don't know the exact date, but there'll be promo on the 21st. Dylan Tool for You dropping, I believe in August, and the one I just did for Dylan Tool. What is it?
The one that you
All
did.
I Want. It's All I Want. Yeah.
All I Want.
That one's dropping soon too, and Boston end of the month.
With Jared Taker.
Yep. So that's the upcoming schedule.
Maybe when my wallet isn't looking as dry, maybe there'll be one coming your way with
maybe we could work something out. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's the other beauty about it now. Right. Because like I don't know as much as you do, so you could definitely make a better video than I do. With Cody. So but
help out a little bit.
appreciate you coming on. This is again Jake from FTB Productions. He makes music videos. I'll leave his links in the description and probably put it up here right now for him, so you guys can hit him up if you guys make music or want any. Do you do music, like videos in general, or just music videos?
Like music videos, pretty much. That's
okay. Yeah. If you guys make music and you're looking for somebody around the Buffalo area, or you said you're international now,
like if you're out of town, I'll fly there. I'll send you a quote.
Yeah. So I'll leave his stuff in the description. Got Cody as always, our guest.
Ghost Hunter. What up?
Ghost Hunter, you're coming at the end. My bad. But just hit a follow and you can come back for the next episode. But it's gonna be on YouTube tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate if you're watching on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe and like button, and then the notification bell. And good night, good morning, and good afternoon for wherever you're watching.
Peace out.
Peace out.